Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We're reaching the end of our program here, and it's bittersweet in a lot of ways because with the death of anything comes the birth of new things, often better versions of that thing. And so, my hope here is that this movement that we've started with real estate education, bringing that to the youth, expanding that to adults, helping people start a career earlier. I'm hoping that movement is going to outgrow me, outgrow our community, even. And so at this point, we've started the light, we've started this fire, and it's spreading. And it's a really beautiful thing because for the first time in a long time, I have that feeling that everything is going to be okay. And the reason why I'm doing this with my hand here is the feeling that it invoked in me is I was talking to Amy and I said, I remember leaving Afghanistan and being in a helicopter, in a helo, and taking off, leaving the Helmand River Valley. And that feeling came that I was going to be okay, that I was going to live. And it was a very profound feeling. That feeling that, oh my gosh, I'm too far above the ground at this point to get hit. It was very profound. I'm going to probably meet my son. Holy smokes. So that feeling of being okay was really magnified in a lot of ways in these last couple of days because our community as a whole, the Serpa team as a whole, has sort of risen to this point to where we're going to be okay. This movement is going to be okay past me, which is really rad if you think about it. For how little or long you've been involved with our community, and how little or long that you've been involved with the Serpa team, this movement of this real estate revolution, using this system that has perpetuated some injustice, a great deal of injustice, to bring systemic justice to it. It's going to outgrow me. It already has. The people that are involved in this are now running with it, whether or not I'm directly involved in it and controlling it. And it's really a testament to this surrender to this program. When I felt called to do this real estate school, it was a really rad feeling. It was really interesting, really elevated. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through it. But I dedicated myself to getting through it. And I took the order. And the high school program, at this point, they're back in school. They've got volleyball. The high school teacher is teaching, but they're both licensed. So we wrapped up the program a week early last week. And I sat with it and I was like, oh, it's kind of uneasy, but I feel like, wow, we did something. Wow, we were a part of something really amazing. And then I got a call from somebody who graduated from Ortega High School, who is where this teacher who I helped get licensed teaches. But he graduated last year and he got the information through a guidance counselor. And I was like, okay, awesome. This movement, it's going to outgrow me, whether or not I am involved in it or not. I could take one tomorrow. I could leave this earth tomorrow. And this sort of idea of getting the youth involved, of giving back before you're asking, of establishing community instead of an I mentality, and the idea of sort of gathering around the fire to create something better. And that was amazing. And I feel really fortunate to have been a part of this. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who is still a part of it. So yesterday we had a little bit of we thought it was a COVID scare. And so we shut down the office, and the kids were sick. Amy's kids were sick, and we decided, I didn't want to perpetuate any sort of spreading events or whatnot. So I canceled the Serpa team meeting. We closed up shop. I'm the only person in here right now, and then I'm actually turning around and we're going to go meet with the T-shirt company, with the hat company, and we're going to talk about really merchandising our community, really building shirts for, anyway, I won't spoil too much, but we're going to take this to the next level. And what has been great about this is that people are continuing to come to myself, to my sister, to people through the network. And I've met Felicia, I've met Farah, I've met Star, and I've met Jeremy, and all of these people who are now helping to establish this sort of tech field and also this coordinating of our network, and they're jumping in to help. So unlike the time before, when people were sort of coming to it and saying, hey, what can I get? What can I get? What can you give me? People are coming to this movement and they're saying, how can I help? How can I be a part of it? How can I contribute? And because of that, the business is coming naturally. And because of that, the business is expanding naturally. And so we're doing really great things. We're going to have more fun. We've got our Adopt-A-Block that we're going to do right here. We're going to get gathered here on Sunday at 3 o'clock. We're going to split into teams. We're going to clean up our neighborhood. And if we see anybody who is homeless, we're going to hopefully help them in their homelessness and take a step towards something better. So really, I guess the exciting thing about this movement is that we've decided that through real estate, we could build community. And we don't have to necessarily be talking about real estate all the time. Real estate is the byproduct of good business. So if you're wrapping up the program with us, we do have one more interview coming up this Monday with Rick Giha. He is the Freedom Pathfinder. He was at one point the #1 requested real estate coach in the world with Keller Williams. He's a mentor and a friend of mine. Of course, the reading is pages 293 to 395, but we've only got one more class that is actually technically a real estate class. The other classes are wrap-up class or review class. Tomorrow, technically, we're telling you, hey, mail off for your exam. But a lot of you have already done that. So we've reached a point at this point in the program, week 14, going into week 15, where this day is not necessarily as important as what we have done, what we've already done, what has already started. So I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of this community. I'm proud of what we have created already, because the snowball is in effect. And I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. So at this point, my job is to expand this network and to create more systems around it. And I'm hoping that other people who are interested in teaching real estate are going to do it. They don't need my permission to do it. They don't need anything. Everything is already outlined. You can come and I'll tell you how to do it. You can reach out to me, of course, and I'll tell you how to do it. But at this point, what we have done is it has outgrown me. I'm hoping that lenders will just jump in and teach their own lending courses. I'm hoping that we will create a situation where by empowering our youth, we'll empower everybody. And if we could place a license, a job offer, or a certificate into every graduating senior's hand that wants one, well, what a gift would that be? And so I think that we have an opportunity, I know that we have an opportunity to start working towards a world that is post-scarcity, where we start living beyond thinking about where our next meal is going to come from, whether or not we're going to be able to continue to have shelter the next month. And then what will happen when you free up the human mind to think about bigger things is we're going to release the extreme power that can be unlocked through human ingenuity, through the human mind. People's IQ will naturally raise because we are removing the hunger element, the starvation element, which continues to hinder society. Anyway, can you tell that I'm an idealist? I've been reading a lot of big reading this morning, and just to kind of tell you where my brain is, this right here is the the business. I'm really enjoying Utopia for Realists. I decided to read Governor Newsom's last book. And then I'm also reading The Populist Guide to 2020. Haven't quite cracked this one open yet, as much as I'm jumping into this one, but I'm trying to see what we can do about building a better micro society, a better group of people that are concerned with something a little bit better, that are helping one another, that are seeing a need and filling a need. And like I said, at this point, it has outgrown me. Whether I continue to exist or not, this element of community is going to continue to exist, which is great for me because I'm surrounded by a tribe that is going to continue growing whether or not I am here. Isn't that cool? Isn't that something beautiful? That comes with trust. It comes with surrender. It comes with release. It comes with knowing that there are other people who are better at what you are currently doing than you are. Right? Finding people, building tribe. I mean, look at the beginning of what we created. Look at like the first class versus where we are now. With the green screen backdrop and the wall, and it's been really exciting. Okay. Good morning. I've enrolled in real estate courses. I'd like to become a part of the community. Should I just come in and introduce myself? Absolutely. Feel free to come in and introduce yourself. Oh, sorry about that. That just got really big, really quick. Or you can text me and make sure that we're here. Like I said, I'm getting ready to head into the t-shirt shop, and it's going to be, so you could reach out to me, text me, or just come in. Normally we're here 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And this Sunday, if you want to come in, we're going to be doing the cleanup from 3 to 5 right out in front of the office. You could come to the farmer's market, the merchant market from 9 to 1 on Sunday. Or, like I said, tomorrow you could come into the office. Come on in, introduce yourself, reach out to me. My number is 951-691-7798. I am autistic. I don't normally take phone calls, but if you text me, it will give me an opportunity to get back to you at a time when I'm ready to get back to you. So I'm proud of you for doing that, for stepping into your real estate courses. You've accepted the order from God, the infinite intelligence, the universe to take that massive shift. Awesome. Come on in. We'll talk to you about how you can get started. If you want to be a part of the Serpa team, of course, there's a way to earn commission as an unlicensed real estate professional, working to find people and identify people who need to buy and sell real estate. Absolutely reach out. And we would love to have you be a part of our tribe, our community, and the Serpa team if you would like to be a part of it. Good morning, Dolores. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, Tom. Good morning. Good morning, Zachary Pitts with a Better Home Inspection. Man, that market update that you were part of the other day was really something else. Sarah Jackson gave a speech that was really quite incredible. Anthony Andres is very funny. It was a really, like I said, it's a part of a movement. I'm a part of a movement. I'm a part of a tribe, a community. The Serpa team is, of course, the real estate team, which is powered by EXP, which is inside of our community. In our community, you'll find lenders, you'll find flooring companies, you'll find the guy who did that wall back there. You will find all of the things that you need, not just real estate. Real estate, of course, is part of it. Sarah was powerful. I was like, Sarah, when are you running for office? Holy smokes. That was amazing. No worries. I have Asperger's, so I get not talking on the phone. Family. Right on. So like coming in and talking is, of course, the best way to do it. So just texting and like letting me know when you're going to come in so that I know that I'm here. And I'm normally here in the office from like 9 to 1 or 2, Monday through Friday. And what's really great is that I'm meeting a lot of people who have Asperger's or who are on the autism spectrum or are autistic, whatever language that it is that people prefer. And it's really a blessing. I've met a lot of people who have realized that they're autistic by coming to be a part of my life, or their children are autistic. And then I'm like, hey, you know what? Often an autistic child has an autistic parent. And so it's a great opportunity to be around other people and then celebrate yourself as part of a team, as part of a squad. Because a lot of us struggle with social disorders. And really, what is a social disorder? It's telling the truth, right? It's working in an intensive way. Sometimes it is being more dedicated to a tribe of people than some people would consider healthy, like dissolving boundaries, which is something that I do. I just love people immediately. And is that a flaw, or is that something that's beautiful that should be celebrated? And so, absolutely come in. I would love to meet you. I would love the opportunity to celebrate you and help you honor your design as part of this team element. Sarah was going off in all the right ways, preaching the good word. It was fun. It was exciting. And, it was Amy organized it. And I was like, Amy, listen, you're going to be lucky if, like 8 people show up. And it was packed. It was absolutely packed. And it was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I had an opportunity to talk about real estate, what the market is doing, what the market is going to do, and really go much deeper in front of a group of people that were very interested in hearing me go off on a tangent about real estate, what has happened in the past, who is going to be buying in the future, about this sort of like landlord owner state versus the tenant, employee proletariat, and what's going to continue to happen when people can no longer purchase real estate in their own communities. What is going to happen and is happening when 1 in 5 homes is being purchased not by a quick flip or as a brief hold in as like an REO asset, but as a long-term hold, which means that 20% of the homes that are being purchased are being held by hedge funds, investment companies, and foreign money. So that is, of course, dangerous for the real estate market, because it means that whether the dollar is devalued or not, there are people who are ready to monetize and financially benefit from housing scarcity created by and legislated by the government. And so what does that look like in the future? And how do we evolve past that? What is the answer to sort of like the Walmart, Amazon, multinational corporation, sort of, world corporatocracy? And it's buying local. It's working in the trenches. It's getting involved in creating a network of businesses, a network of people that are interested in making sure that there's not just not a ceiling, but that there's a floor. Anyway, I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent, which I tend to do. Amy outstandingly did an amazing job for round 1, 2. Yeah, that was the first one, and it was really something, and it was catered. Chef Brian Rivera came out and made tacos and potatoes, and it was freaking delicious. It was awesome. You and your title guy were great too. Thank you so much, Barbara. I appreciate you being a part of this, my friend. So at this point, I'm going to hop on my trusty steed. See that? Yeah, it's paid off. Yeah, I own it outright. Playa. I'm going to hop on my trusty steed. I'm going to head home. I'm going to hop into the Mitsubishi Endeavor, which is also paid off. It's like 270,000 miles on it, and it's still going. I'm going to cruise on up to Hemet to visit the t-shirt company, the hat company, and we are going to talk about what really merchandising this across the board is going to look like, because we are planning for exponential growth. We are not planning anything small. We want to go big, right? Zachary Pitts, hi-ho, silver. There we go. All right, time to load up my books. Time to shut down the shop turn off the sign and get to work. Oh, I always talk about the people in here. Of course, if you need solar, reach out to Lika. 951-433-0350. He's one of the people in the community making it better. If you need your walls taken care of, that's Frank. It's Wallworks. Like I said, our community is not just about real estate. We're out promoting excellent business, community owned, community operated, all that good stuff. And then, of course, we're talking about our title guy. There you go. Tycor Title. Anthony Andre, Hector Gomez, and Zachary Pitts. Better Home Inspection. Adios, family. Have a freaking wonderful day. I appreciate you guys being a part of this. Bam. Bab. 2. Chest bump. Yeah.